Ooh.
All right. Live as always. On time as always. Cruising with the case handler. That's our show. My name is Adam Handler. I'm an attorney. I'm a partner of Pollock Isaac DeSico. I head up, and run the personal injury department here. Now, remember, Pollock Isaac DeSico is a full-service law firm here in downtown Manhattan. Again, I handle the injury cases. My partner, Conrad Pollock, handles the immigration cases. Nelson Madrid, another partner of the immigration department, handles the immigration cases. They're normally on during the week with us. Today is just personal injury. Tomorrow will just be immigration. But the most important message, regardless of the practice group that we're talking about, is for you folks out there listening on 93.5 FM, listening on Facebook, Instagram, other social media platforms, is that we are attorneys that care. We are attorneys that do things very, very differently than other attorneys out there. Now, we are successful. We can never guarantee a successful result. But if you want an attorney that's a winner, and you want an attorney that's going to treat you with respect and courtesy and keep you informed and make you feel comfortable in the process, so much so that you may consider us to be family, then I highly consider that you take our number down. Our phone number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529, or easy to remember, 844-PPID law. That's 844-PPID law. What is PPID? PPID is the initials of our firm, Pollock, Isaac, and DeSico. I'm down with PPID. Normally more people on the show that ask this question, but I know most people I know are down with PPID. Squeeze, I guess you're the only one I can ask. Are you down with PPID?
Absolutely, I'm down with PPID, and we have a guest. We have a guest, but we'll get to that guest shortly. Hang on, James. All right. So yes, I am down with PPID. Come on, you know me, Adam.
I'm not hearing full conversation.
Okay, let me get James sorted out, Adam. I'll let you.
I'll take control. You deal with the technical difficulties. I'll take control for a few minutes. You can count on me. I've been doing this show, Cruising with the Case Handler, with Squeeze since the beginning of this year. I've been broadcasting on 93.5 FM as an attorney since 2005. I am the longest running attorney on this station. Some consider me to be the most celebrated attorney on the station. I know Squeeze says I am the most celebrated attorney on the station, but I like to, keep myself in check and not get ahead of myself. But ladies and gentlemen, over the course of my career, and I'm a third generation attorney, right? I've been doing this 17 years. Over the course of my career, I have helped thousands and thousands of people obtain over $125 million. These are people that have come to me after they've been in an accident, after something completely unexpected has occurred, and asked for my help. And what can I do? Well, regardless of your immigration status, again, regardless of your immigration status, if you're hurt in New York, you are entitled to money under the law. And what money are you entitled to? Well, number one, you're entitled to money to compensate you for your lost time from work, either the work that you've missed or the work that you will miss in the future. Number two, medical bills. You are entitled to compensation for your medical bills and the medical bills that you're likely to incur in the future. So if somebody's caused an accident, if somebody's negligence has caused you what we call damages, right? You get into a car accident, now all of a sudden you got a hospital bill. If it's their fault, they got to pay. You get into a construction accident, you fall off a ladder or something falls on top of you, and now you're out of work for a year, 2 years, maybe the rest of your life. Well, the insurance company has got to compensate you for that. If the other side is negligent, then they got to compensate you for that. And that's what we go after. And the third category, which is the broadest category, which is the category that I really feel that we've gotten the biggest numbers on, is, of course, that pain and suffering. People wake up in the morning, they put their key in the car, they drive off, all of a sudden somebody runs a stop sign, T-bones them, they break their leg, they're in the hospital. Well, obviously it's painful. Obviously it causes suffering. You're probably going to be in pain for months or years to come. And we got to make sure that we get you all the money possible the first time. Why is that, Squeeze? Why do we have to get them all the money possible the first time?
Because they only have one chance. That's it. Just one chance. Okay.
Correct.
They can't go back and ask for more money in the future. That's never going to happen. Not with a personal injury case.
Absolutely not. And that's why we say, one chance, one choice, and I'm your case handler. We've done it for, like I said, thousands of people that have never expected that they've been in a terrible situation. But people have either heard me on the radio, people have seen me on social media, or most importantly, I feel, have gotten referrals from other people, because a referral is the ultimate compliment of one's work. That's basically somebody saying, hey, listen, I use this guy. He's excellent. You should use him too. And unless you're really, really, really good at what you do, clients, unless they just feel like getting duped somehow, are not going to refer you. And that's why people come up to you at the scene of the accident. People come up to you in the emergency room. Doctors are slipping business cards to you because these lawyers can't work on referrals. They have to cheat and pay people to solicit business, which is number one, illegal, number two, unethical, and number three, going to leave you in a very, very precarious situation when they take your case and decide to settle it for pennies on the dollar. We go for the maximum amount the first time because we understand there's no redo, Squeeze, and you know that.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, this show is called Cruising with a Case Handler, and today we're focusing on personal injury. You heard the attorney himself, Adam Handler. We call him the case handler. I call him the shark because he's so good about going after the money. And with that said, I do believe we have a guest on the show today, right here, as you dial 844-774-3529 to store that number for your personal injury attorney. 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. James, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Good morning.
Adam, why don't you talk to James and explain how James came about being on the show and what happened and what transpired where he's concerned?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, James is a client of ours. We recently settled his case. Okay. His accident was about a year ago, November of 2019. The case settled a year later, which is actually pretty quick for personal injury cases in general. More specifically, personal injury cases during this pandemic, when the courts are closed. I actually never physically even needed to go to court on his case. We filed his case. We did all the legal work remotely. All the conferences we had with the judge and the other attorney were over Zoom in a similar fashion to what we're doing right now. And, it was a very, 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 very tough case to work on because the other side just refused to accept full responsibility. They accepted about 70% responsibility. And we'll explain why that was, but it took a lot of fighting. It took a lot of legal maneuvering, but we were able to have them accept eventually $100,000. Now, a couple of things about James you should know. First of all, he's just such a great guy. I every time I speak to James, I just feel I got a smile on my face because he's so energetic and enthusiastic. And the fact that he chose me to be his lawyer means the world to me. And the fact that I was able to really crush it for him, it was a great experience. So very, very quickly, his case settled for $90,000 the other day. Now, a couple weeks ago, though, we got a call from the insurance company wanting to settle for $42,500. And what do you think James said when I said, hey, James, guess what? The insurance company wants to pay you $42,000. Can you believe it? What do you think James said?
Let me guess. James, did you say take it? Did you say take that money?
Yes, I did. I did because I was getting frustrated and it just worked.
I can't hear him.
Okay.
What? You surprised me.
Okay, so you wanted to take the $42,000, but what did the case handler say?
Excuse me?
What did the case handler say? What did Adam say when you wanted to take the $42,000?
He said he'd get back with me.
What happened, Adam? What transpired when he said, yeah, I want to take the $42,000?
Well, I told him, I said, we can get more. Like, just trust me. And I know he did because he wouldn't have come to me in the first place if he didn't trust me. And within a matter of 2 weeks, we turned that 42,500 into 90 grand. Remember, Albert, James, when I called you a few weeks ago and told you that settlement, do you remember what your reaction was?
Well, I couldn't hear you, kind of muffled.
Go again, Adam.
Yeah, maybe we're not prepared to have this conversation right now. It's too good. It's too good to be lost. James, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now, yes.
Okay. What was your reaction when I told you we went from 42,500 to 90 grand?
I passed out. I passed out. I was so happy. I mean, I had tears in my eyes. I was so happy because I was going to take the 40, but then, like, maybe in a period of like a week or two, you came back and said, sit down. I got some great news for you. So I was thinking, well, you settled for the 41 or 42,000, whatever it was, but you told me you had got me 90,000. That's why you should change your name from Adam Hamler to Adam the Beast. And
Yeah, he kept calling me the Beast. He's like, you're the Beast, man. That's, I guess, just another nickname. I like that better than the Shark. I'd rather be the Beast than the Shark. But yeah, he's like, you're the Beast. And James, how did you come to my office? Who recommended you?
you know what? It was an act of God because I was just randomly in the phone book or something because I stay in a little small city outside of New York. And I just picked your name out of the clear blue sky. I've always been a blessed person, so I think Spirit, whoever it is still looking out for me, man. Because no matter what happens, I always come out great. And you're one of the greatest things that has happened to me in my old age, man. You were great. I was going to be your representative because anybody that doesn't know anything about handling the case or getting a law firm, man, I would recommend Adam Hamler because you were just so great. And it ended quickly. It only took like a year or so. A year and 1 month.
What was his staff like, James? Tell me what his staff was like. How was his team? How did Adam Handler's team treated you?
Oh, Sandy was great. She's the paralegic. She was great. I dealt with her most of the time. I didn't harass her. You know, I'm a patient person, but every time I called, she gave me all the answers needed. And she was just great. She's an asset to the firm. So I came down to your office one time to meet Adam, and that was a good, positive conversation. I understood everything because I had never been in an accident before, and it just turned out great. I got a chance to see New York. I left, and bam, after that, payday.
Exactly right. And, that's tax-free money, life-changing money for a life-changing situation. I mean, James, when you woke, I'm going to show some people some photographs and talk about the case a little more, but I always say when you wake up in the morning, you never expect to get into an accident. I mean, where were you going that day?
You kind of buffed out. I heard I woke up this morning.
He said, where were you going that day? When you woke up that morning, you never knew you were going to get into an accident. Where were you going?
Oh, no, I was going into my girlfriend's brother's funeral. I never made it to the funeral. The lady came out and ran the stop sign, and that was the beginning of our story.
Yeah. So let me show some and Squeeze, if you do me a favor, I think he can hear you better than he can hear me. So maybe with the questions you can pose them to him. But let's just show everybody some of the things that we had to work on for him. Hang on one second. Let me just pull this up. Just give me a second, my brother. All right. Let's see here. And with the magic of Zoom, we can share the screen. Squeeze, can you see that?
Oh yeah, I see a mango. Looks like a Jeep.
That's James's car. The front end was all crushed in. Why? Because another car ran a stop sign, right? And he hit them. And that was really part of the problem is that, they kept saying, well, he hit us. We didn't hit him. He hit us. But when you're driving straight and you don't have a stop sign and another vehicle just shoots right past the stop sign in front of you, of course you're going to hit him. It's a T-bone accident. And sometimes the person that has the right of way is the one that hits the other vehicle. So I kept saying, I don't care, if he hit her or if she hit him, she had the stop sign, he didn't. And let me just show you, we actually had to take photographs of the intersection. And this is upstate New York. What town was this in, James?
Outside of, I think it was the town of Newburgh.
Right. Up in Newburgh, you can see, very rural area. And the way it laid out is that this is a photograph of the intersection. James was traveling from the bottom of the photograph to the top of the photograph on Taft Avenue. The other vehicle was traveling from the right of the photograph to the left of the photograph. And you see right here, Squeeze, you see there's a stop sign right there?
By the way, folks, if you're listening to 93.5 FM, you may want to switch to Facebook to see what's going on. The Case Handler page or David Squeeze Atticus page. But I see exactly what you're talking about here, Adam.
So she had the stop sign. So as he's approaching this tree right here, as he's going straight, approaching the intersection, she just shoots out right in front of him and he hits her. Now, again, the law of New York is on your side when you have the right of way. This is a photograph of her view, right? This is on the right-hand side. This is the stop sign that she had clear as day. It's not obstructed. It's not faded. It's a clear stop sign. He would have been the red car here to the left. And as he's approaching the intersection, she just shot out. A very, very serious accident. Ambulance came. Paramedics came. James, they took you to the hospital, correct?
Right, and the stretcher. They pulled me out, put me on the stretcher, then put me into the ambulance.
I mean, look at these photographs. I mean, nobody in a million years will expect that to be happening to them. But
expand a little bit on the pictures, on 93.5 FM listeners, James and Adam. I'm looking at these pictures, and once again, go to the casehandler.com to see what we're talking about. But I'm looking at this Grand Cherokee. Now, we all know that vehicle happens to be a very tough vehicle. The engine is sunken in from the front. The engine is sunken in, okay? So, I am just saying, man, Adam, for you to handle and get him, that much, this is unbelievable. But I'm very happy that you did for James, But I want everybody to follow your Instagram page, Adam, to see what we're talking about, because you're going to be posting this later on, right?
Absolutely, we'll be posting it. And, it's something that we're very, very passionate about is the evidence. And when you have situations like this and you have photographs that, really can help prove your case, that's the evidence that you want to use. And, we weren't going to stop. Like I said, the insurance company only wanted to accept a portion of the liability here, meaning the portion of the fault. And that was just unacceptable to us. He had the right of way. The law was on his side. And there was absolutely no reason that he should accept any responsibility whatsoever in this accident. He's driving down the street, with the right of way, paying attention to the rules of the road. And then this lady just comes by and just blasts into him. So a tragic accident, a wonderful result, something that we're really proud of. James is the man. Like I said, every time I speak to him, I got a smile on my face. And I'm just so happy that we were able to get him $90,000 in the midst of a pandemic.
Go ahead, James.
Oh, yes. I'm just so happy today because today I think I will actually get my settlement. And I suggest that anybody use Adam Handler, the Beast, whatever he wants to be called, because it's a great law firm.
We got a new name for you now, man, the Beast.
It was, man, because I actually gave up. I just did the 2 weeks later, he called me with the good news, the extra amount of money, man, which we could need now because of the virus and everything. So I'm a happy person. I can get me another Jeep soon. I'm going to start looking the next day, too, because it's terrible without transportation, man. But if my friends ever have an accident, I would surely recommend Adam Handler, the Case Handler Beast, whatever it is. But, man, it's a great long. This is the first time I've been here 67 years, and I've never been in an accident. This is the first one. And it was no problem. I understood everything. But when you get older, it's a little harder. I hate to say, but it was no problem. I understood everything. I had no bills at all. They took everything. I got paid while I was out of work for that year. And everything settled right on time. When my pay stopped coming, then my check came. So, I just don't know what to say about this law firm. I'm just so glad that I picked this law firm randomly. It had to be an act of God or something, but I am so satisfied. I would suggest anybody that ever has an accident, if you hear this, choose Adam Handler the Beast because he truly be here to get you paid.
Okay, I just want to ask the Beast a question here, James. So stand by. Right?
Okay.
The Beast, by the way, 93.5 FM listeners, we are listening to the Beast and one of the Beast's clients, James. All right, the Beast got James $90,000. All right,
Yeah.
Unbelievable. When the Beast called James and said the insurance company is offering you $42,000, you know, and James asked Adam, you know, should I take it? You know,
No, he didn't say. He didn't say, "Should I take it?" He said, "Let's take it."
He says, let's take it. You know, it says, let's take the $42,000 and run. And the Beast said, I would not be able to live up to my name, the case handler. I would not be able to live up to my name, the Beast. I don't think you should take it. All right, so just hang in there.
Right.
And guess what? The Beast went after the insurance company, and he was such a beast. He came back to James and he said, James, guess what? Sit down. I got news for you. James, what was the news that Adam gave you?
That we got 90, so that's almost 50,000 more than I had anticipated. I thought I died and had a heart attack and came back to life just to collect the pay.
I remember the phone did go silent, and I said, hello, are you okay?
He did. That's what I say. It was just, I'm so glad I got to handle my case, man. Mr. Handler, you're the greatest. You're the man.
How are you the man, James?
We got so many adjectives for you today, man. James, listen, I want to thank you so much. But before you go, Beast, one more question. Talk a little bit about the fact that he got paid while he was out of work.
Yeah. So, you know, when you're involved in a car accident in New York and in New Jersey, your insurance, it's called no fault insurance. Your insurance company pays your medical bills and pays your time out of work up to $50,000. So again, it sounds a little backwards, but no matter who's at fault, your insurance company pays the medical bills and the time out of work. And then of course we go after the other side for the pain and suffering and medical bills and time out of work that exceed 50,000. That's the magic number, 50,000. In this situation, James was out of work and his insurance company paid all the medical bills and also paid the lost wages once they were able to verify with his job how much he was earning. Now, we mentioned this yesterday, and I don't think I stress it enough. When you become a case handler client, when you're a client of Paul Gazik DeSico's injury department, we do not take a fee on the money we recover for the medical bills or the time out of work. James, you can attest to this. The checks that you were getting for your time out of work, were they being sent directly to your house or were they sent to us and we sent it up to you?
Twice a week, twice a month to my house, I would go to my mailbox and I got checked.
And did I take a penny of that money?
No, you never touched that because it came directly to me. No.
Right. And I feel very strongly about that. You know, the medical bills and the wages, I'm happy to do it. As far as I'm concerned, it's part of the case. But Squeeze, you would be surprised to know how many attorneys take a fee on the money they get for medical bills and wages. I once heard a situation where the attorney got the guy like $1,000 and he took $150 as a processing fee for that. No. That's money that James needs to pay his cell phone bill, his rent, put food on his table. That money belongs, as far as I'm concerned, all to the client. We don't take a fee on the wages and we don't take a fee on the medicals that we're able to get for you. Just the pain and suffering.
James, I want to say thank you so much for being on with the Beast and myself today, aka the case handler. All right. It's a pleasure.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. It seems like we tailed off pretty good in the end here with the connection rate, but thank you so much for being on. And if you don't mind, I would love to bring you back in the future again to talk about this a couple of months down the road.
Sure, anytime.
All right. Thank you so much, James, for being here, and thank you so much for being a sport. All right.
James, thank you so much, my brother. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Your phones are ringing at 844-774-3529. So everybody stop. Everybody stop. All right? Stop. You're listening to 93.5 FM. You're watching myself on Facebook in my blue outfit here. And Adam, is that white shirt there? Yeah.
That's pink, man. Real men wear pink.
Lights are in my eyes. All right. And you're listening to this phenomenal testimony of one of Adam's clients. The client called him the Beast. Now, don't you want to store a phone number of an excellent attorney, an excellent personal injury attorney that has been on the station for over 15 years? Don't you want the number, God forbid you get into an accident, God forbid your family member gets into an accident. You need that number, a friend get into an accident. You want to know that you have representation where your attorney is going to be a beast with the insurance company. Your attorney is not going to gyp you like some attorneys do when it comes to paying for your wages. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you to dial this number. Let it ring for 15 seconds. It will ring on Adam's desk. And he will know that you are truly storing the number because you care about yourself, you care about your family in getting the maximum, I always say the maximum, compensation, amount of money. Call this number now. The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Follow the case handler on Facebook. Look up his website, thecasehandler.com. Follow him on Instagram, the case handler. Look at all these settlements that we're looking on right now here on Facebook. $1.8 million. All right, $1.7 million. Look at all those checks that people are holding with Adam, even in social distancing times with a mask and everything on. Look at the 1.6, the 1.5, the 831K, the 815K, the 622K. Man, 590K.
You can't even keep up.
I can't keep up with the way you're moving. You know, we're fast approaching, I believe, $130 million in settlement. That's what the Beast does. That's what the case handler does. That's what the Shark does. He's getting all these names because he's that good. I can say it, but you just need to dial the number 844-774-3529 because the day is going to come when you know someone that gets into an accident and you want to make sure they get the maximum amount of money, not someone who's going to jerk you around. You want someone that's going to go hard for you. The number, once again, for the attorney, the personal injury attorney, the case handler, the Beast, the Shark, whatever you want to call him. We'll call him late for dinner, but here's his number, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Adam, I'll let you top it off. Great true success story, man.
Yeah, I love it. It's always good to have a real client come on and talk about the case. You know, I say it all the time. Don't take my word for it. Don't take Squeeze's word for it. Don't take the other DJs on this radio station that have supported me for nearly 2 decades. Don't take their word for it. Take the word of those that have unfortunately come before you and got into an unexpected accident, didn't know where to turn, but really did know where to turn. And that was the case handler. They knew that they'd be taken care of. Trust me, if somebody comes to my firm, if somebody calls my office, and we get dozens of calls a day, thank God, you know, we have a wonderful, wonderful reputation out there. And we get these phone calls, and these people that call our number, they had other numbers to call. Trust me, they did. And they chose to call 844-PPID law, 844-PPID law. Why? Because they understood that they had one chance to get it right, one choice of attorney, and they wanted to go with the winner. They wanted to go with the most celebrated attorney on this radio station, whether it's at 9:30 in the morning or later on in the evening. Often imitated, never duplicated. I'm not a top of the hour guy. I'm not, you know, all over the place trying to promote my business. I'm here consistently every day, letting you guys know, third generation attorney, prepared to treat your case like it's my most important case. And hopefully, you know, if you ever are in that situation, you will understand the difference between our firm and other firms out there. Again, we are Pollock, Isaac DeSico. My name is Adam Handler. I'm your boy. I am your case handler. Our phone number is 844-774-3529, 844-PPID law. Squeeze, I say it once, I say it again as well. I won't let you down. You know that. You know I'll keep fighting for the community, regardless of immigration status, of course.
Absolutely. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if this man can represent my mom in past cases, Why would I give an attorney to my mom, or my mom an attorney that I did not believe should also represent you? I am David Squeezaniki, and I say go exclusively with Adam Handler when it comes to, of course, personal injury. Also, of course, the firm that he's with is a Mecca. They've been around for 60 solid years. When there is an immigration issue, you need to call them. You'll get a free phone consultation. So call them now. Dial the number now. The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Everyone that's tuning into 93.5 FM, I've been here since 1996 on this station. I'm giving it a best number to call for an attorney. And that's 844-774-3529. 844-PPID-LAW. And we're off. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thanks to each and every one for tuning in. Adam,
Thank you so much.
Phenomenal day. Are we doing
a lot of people tuning in, listening? You know, maybe we'll get James back with a better connection, because his story is really a great story, and he's just a super guy that is extremely, extremely happy with the $90,000 that we got him. Remember, he wanted to take the 42. I said, hold off, bud. Let the case handler do what he does best. Get you the maximum compensation I can get you, 90 grand. Life-changing money for a life-changing injury.
That's what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in. Prior results will not guarantee similar outcome. And yes, this has been an attorney advertisement brought to you by the law firm PPID, Paulo Pollock, Isaac, and Seco, located at 225 Broadway in New York City. However, God forbid you need an attorney, make sure you make it the firm PPID. If you get into an accident, make it Adam Handler. The number, once again, is 844-774-3529. That's 844-PPID-LAW. Have yourself an amazing day. Peace out.